Hi everyone, it's Bobby Allison here, and I just wanted to recap the week here on Sunday and thank everyone for coming to the channel and all those that watch the shorts out there. I really appreciate it. And I'm trying to build a channel to bring helpful information to people and help them get through their daily lives and help manage the chaos and the uncertainty that we have in this world right now. And so, recapped a little bit with the fact that Lou, my dog, and most dogs, almost all dogs, have these biological supercomputer noses that can do all these amazing things that I talked about in the video. And the ability to be able to spell cortisol on your breath and in your sweat, to be able to know it, your stress before you even know it, and being able to alert you. Things like neurotransmitters, hormones like oxytocin, and the ability to be able to use different organs within her nose, and in the roof of her mouth, the Jacob's organ, and of course the alor flap that she has that helps her synthesize all those chemical compounds. So please watch some of the videos, and you can learn a lot about what dogs are capable of doing. And you probably knew some of it, but hopefully you learn some new stuff. I think now it's time to move into the ability for animals, and especially we're going to talk about dogs because I have Lou that I can use as an example, how they manage the day-to-day stresses and uh, events that catastrophic events or tragic events or unknown events happen in everyone's lives, including the dogs. And so they have a way and a mechanism for managing those things that go back all the way 100,000 years ago, when things were a lot different here on this earth. And we were actually uh, prey animals to some of the animals that were around. So there's this thing called the flight or fright, um, uh, and a mechanism that everybody has, and that's fright or flight mechanism that everybody has, and but dogs have a special way of dealing with it, and so do a lot of other animals. And we're going to be dealing into some um, getting into some information that comes directly from one of the greatest neuroscientists and primatologists in the world, and that's Dr. Robert Sapolsky out of Stanford University. So I'm going to share with you some of the fascinating research and abstracts that he's written. He's well known for his book, Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, and I think I didn't butcher that title, but it's a fantastic book. Zebras don't get ulcers, and dogs don't usually get the same, duodenal ulcers either, or not too many of them do. And so Lou has a way of managing stressful situations, especially things that activate that primitive brainstem function of fright and flight. So please stay tuned as we do some shorts, and I'll do some longer videos on the science behind that. And we can really help each other as we face these critically uncertain times in the world. And it's going to be difficult because all the information coming in and all the different things that are happening. Remember, we cannot control people, places, or things. We, as human beings, ruminate too much about the past and try to predict the future. Trying to prepare too long in advance, okay, of future outcomes is not healthy either. And it really actually is a deterrent to getting things done and done correctly. So there's a time to prepare, and there's a time to be practical, and there's a time to put things off. And so we're going to be talking about the so what way that dogs handle anxiety. We'll use that, the so what technique. And we also have the ability to be able to compartmentalize uh, those events or um, those issues or circumstances that need to be dealt with and dealt with on a timely manner. So we're going to use things like the 48-hour rule and things that can go into monitoring to see how things are going to work out as the future progresses and we see more what might be the outcome. Or do we need to act right now? And we also can operate on a 90-day rule or a 90-day guideline. And in this way, we can then plan ahead without stressing and catastrophizing about the future, okay, that we cannot predict and we have no idea. And there's a lot of things going on now that makes it pretty scary, and that's very understandable. But there are techniques and there are ways to manage this. There's actually a whole science behind it, and dogs can play, or your pet in general can play an important part in helping you manage your day-to-day life, especially in these times. So, folks, thank you for coming to watch, and I hope you come back to see more. And I'm Bobby Allison, and Lou left the room, so I can't introduce her. She's bored with me this morning. So, thank you all, and you have a great weekend. Now, bye-bye.